Unemployed. Unemployed. Unemployed.
You see this street here? James Turner Street was one of the best streets.
Unemployed. Unemployed.
No, one of the worst.
James Turner Street in Birmingham is not your average street. There are 99 houses, 13 nationalities, and most of the residents
Penny for the poor.
are claiming benefits.
Probably 5% of people on this road that are working.
But times are getting tougher.
Your housing benefit is going to get cut. What kind of nonsense is that?
They're having to learn to get by on less
How are we supposed to live on £50 a week?
and rely on each other more.
If the council won't come and pick it up, we'll do it ourselves. Fungi!
It's mad. It's just like one great big family.
Is there any point?
Don't talk to me.
Is there any point?
Do not talk
Is there any point?
to me.
I don't think you could ever meet anything any more dysfunctional.
Over the course of a year,
I'm pregnant. Get off my hand.
through good times and bad,
Move on!
life on James Turner Street
I've never lived without my kids, ever.
would be challenged like never before.
It's not all about money. You could have all the money in the world and have nothing compared to what we've got round here.
That's a road! See you later. Don't know how long it's gonna be.
Mark's a father of two who's never had a paid job. It's lunchtime and he's off to an appointment at the job centre. His fiancée Becky is left with Casey and Callum, who's missed nursery again.
You know who wrote to me today? Do you know who sent Mummy a letter? Your school.
We're not feeding too well.
Because...
We're not going to nursery.
Why?
Because...
Many of the parents on James Turner Street are on benefits.
Welcome to the no-job world.
Oh, you...
Mark and Becky are having money problems.
I just dropped my 50p.
They've already been caught claiming too much benefits in the past. Now their rent hasn't been paid and they're £3 in debt.
It all started when we split up in December. And when I moved back in, she phoned up and went to put my name back down. They couldn't do it.
It's about time we take a step in our shoe and see how it is living on benefits.
On James Turner Street, kids are everywhere. Many are raised by single parents.
Well, that's really naughty, isn't it?
Despite their ups and downs, Becky and Mark are still together.
That's nice.
And around here, that's not always a given.
If you throw that, I will smack your hand.
Idiots. Kid proper about that. Oh, you've got to get your partner to phone. Because I cannot discuss nothing with you. We shouldn't have bothered.
Becky and Mark are learning how to cope with kids when it's not been long since they left school themselves.
On the Friday the 13th, we actually both got together. And then she told me a couple of weeks after that I was a bet. That her and her friend was betting on me to see who could win me first. And obviously, it was Becky.
Don't kick it hard. Mark, you keep on hitting off poor Casey's head. He didn't actually ask me out. He just says, are we, And I was like, well, what does mean? And then we actually went back to our last registration of the day. And then a letter flew across the table. Will you go out with me?
Says a lot about me, don't it?
No, that's why I say all the time, no football in the house.
Across the road, Gerard lives with his sister and his mum, White Dee.
I am the mum of the streets. Who are them? Your mum had the nerve to wave at me today, the one that I had to go at the other day. We've got, the young parents, the young kids and single parents. ex-drug addicts or drug addicts. It's like one great big family.
Dee's own family is missing a man. She split from her long-term partner when Caitlin was 3.
Would you not even like one picture of your dad?
No.
I didn't just meet him and then fucking boom, I was with him for 12 years, babes. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bound to have photos of him. Wonder what happened to that picture that I took of you. Remember your first ever poo in Ireland? Oh, there it is. Oh, she was such a cutie, weren't she? Then you had to grow up.
See that one with the light on right there?
Without work in the morning, some on the street stay up all night.
Yeah. Beat that blood.
It's gone midnight, and 3-year-old Callum isn't ready for bed.
That's it. Stop. How about we skip the sugar and then your teeth won't get bad? Okay, tiniest bit.
Stop!
Okay, then let go of the sugar bar. You know what the time is? 20 past 12 nearly.
I'm not going to bed anymore.
Why?
Bed.
I've realised you hate your bed.
I think he was born in a different life. He was a child on GMTV the other morning. He died, but he came back as another person. And he could tell you everything, what happened. I think it was World War I.
Me and Fungi were talking earlier and he was on about it could be an imaginary friend. And I was like, well, he's already killed one. Because he had a friend, but he didn't like him, so we killed him with the brush.
Make sure there's no cars coming.
Benefits are paid at midnight, and for the desperate, that means a late-night trip to the cash point.
Thank you very much.
Sam's a mother of 2, who started doing this journey when she got hooked on heroin and crack. She's trying to get clean so she can see her kids again.
You got any ID on you?
I'm 28. The only thing I've got is photo ID from the prison card.
But old habits die hard, and temptation lurks around every corner.
I have thought, no, right now I have thought about getting drugs. My head says yes and my heart says no. I feel a bit like, shall I, shan't I, but I'm definitely not.
Callum, if I find out you're in the window, I'm going to smack you. Because it's dangerous. What he does, he opens the window and tries to climb out. That's not funny, that's dangerous. If you go in that window, I will smack you.
It's 20 to 1, and Callum's woken up his little sister Casey.
You better stop. I'm going to put Casey back to bed.
Do not move! It's not, I'll just sit here, it don't bother me.
Jake, darling. What? You getting up?
Thank you, Lord, for the world so sweet. Thank you, Lord, for the things you eat. Thank you, Lord, for the birds that sing. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Amen.
It's 8:30 a.m. For those who have a job, it's time to go to work. Callum called it a night around 5 this morning. Now Becky is trying to get him ready for nursery.
Well, you seriously can't wear your vest like that.
I believe that there's a ghost in the house, and the only one who can see it is Callum. He couldn't be telling him to do certain things, you know what I mean?
Funguy's a father of 3. He doesn't get to see his own kids, but he and Callum are close.
We had a ghost years ago. It was a drummer boy. We had to get a priest in to bless the house, and he left.
I'd been friends with Gerard's dad for over 20 years. Never had no romantic inklings whatsoever.
Safe.
Safe. We went out one night, got absolutely wasted. Bang. Gerard, that's when I gave up drinking.
One advantage of being a single mum was that Dee could name her son after whoever she wanted.
This one that's going to buy me a house when he's older. Not put me in a home. This one will put me in a home.
You belong in the home.
Love ya. Please behave yourself.
Son, I ain't got the strength to deal with you.
Callum's still refusing to get dressed, and Mark and Becky are running out of ideas.
No, it's all right, love.
Punishment porch come from because he keeps on climbing over this stair gate now. What he does, he stands on there and just jumps over. So then this is the safest way. He can't get out the front door and he can't get in here because of the stair gate. So I suppose it's better.
Becky and Mark missed a doctor's appointment for Callum, and now a team of health visitors are on their case.
The appointment he actually missed, he had chicken pox. So now the doctors are putting it down to neglect.
3 minutes.
The worst case scenario could be where they end up removing Callum and Casey from us. I'm just touching wood, nothing will be like that.
This is a street where many kids are raised by single parents.
Fuck you two!
Mark and Becky are one of the few couples trying to make a go of it together.
Come on.
What's going on there, then? Swearing.
He's a twat. Your fella's a twat. He's a knob. I don't hate him, he's just a knob.
He has his days.
If he knocks on my door, he won't knock my door.
No, because he's got Callum Case.
No, he won't knock my door because I'll fucking bat the shit out of him. How many fucking cookers on nearly gassed us to death?
Shall we open the window because I got a cigarette on? We would have gone up by now.
It's a big stress on us, Callum is. Like, him playing up, and then I say one thing and then she does the next thing. And there's no communication between us both. His bedroom was nice and tidy until I got all this cubby all out. And started to sort it out.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please. So why'd you go tell me to fuck myself?
Because you was annoying me.
How? Tell me how.
The thing that tripped me up is Callum.
Exactly, so why have I got me over it?
I didn't have a go at you.
Yes, you did.
All right, then I'm sorry for having a go at you. Is that okay? You know you love me. No. Nor that. Me and Mark were like just friends to start off with, and then like we kind of got into a relationship. But when I first met Mark, I was on drugs. I tried heroin. That nearly killed me. But then we had a party and ended up taking a bit of crack and stuff. And I'm glad like Mark was the one to turn around and say it to my face basically how it was. He's like, well, you're going to kill yourself going through this and you're going to do this and then you're going to end up with no money, no life. But I suppose them words had to be said, otherwise I wouldn't have been here now, guarantee it.
No one stepped in to save Sam when she started dabbling with drugs, and in the end, it cost her kids.
I wrote this letter to my son's nan. I just wanted to explain a few things about my life from the day I was told I have depression and also taking drugs, heroin. Me and Junior, your son, had split up. I started drinking and taking drugs, and that's when Tyrell came to live with you. I found it hard to cope, and I turned to crime, which resulted in me going to jail twice. Now is the right time for me to start sorting contact with Tyrell out. I really miss him so much and can't wait to see him and you on a regular basis. That's it.
What's that?
There's a barbecue taking place on the street, but White D's daughter Caitlin is hiding out in the park at the end of the road.
She's told Tajon to suck his mum. Oh no, where is she? Hello? I'm not impressed still, you know, Dee. Who's picnic she telling to go suck their mother? She's got no manners.
And she said that.
Me and you, right, I've never had any qualms, but Dee.
No, babes.
For your picnic, we're going to have qualms because you don't tell my son to suck his mother. Excuse me, lad.
Caitlin, right, I just said to her what's happened outside. She said she don't know. Tajon come to her and says, you want her. I'm
because
saying...
I've been putting her middle finger up at Renee and telling her about, don't act like you're bad. Is that about it? Go and suck me.
Suck yourself and all this shit. It's just stupidness. It's just stupidness. Well, I'm going for my shower.
Love is all around me, so let the feeling grow.
It's been exactly 5 years since Mark asked Becky out at school, but it's an important date for another reason.
How is to run off it from the first row?
I know.
Morning.
Lovely, ain't it?
Never mind. Don't put a downer on that day. Does he?
No.
Good.
The health visitors want to check on Callum after he missed a doctor's appointment.
Do you know what's happening today? Mummy and Daddy been together for 5 years today. And we've got health visitor coming.
In Becky's life, officials usually mean stress, so she's on her guard.
Mark's never kind of like really been like in with social services and stuff before.
Right, scrubby scrub.
Family members of mine have been. So I understand, like, these people don't come out just for no reason. They're coming out for a reason every time. They're going to think we can't cope with Callum.
Hello. Are you OK? Yes, thank you.
Health visitors are part of the NHS, but they also share information with social services.
Hello, Callum. Hello.
Come say hello.
So are you OK, Callum?
There's like no really major concerns like with like their health and stuff. It's just Callum's behaviour.
When he has one of his tantrums or behaviour problems, it's like you can't tell him off. He'll scream, shout, throw stuff.
It's like if I was to say no, he'd just physically come up and hit me because I've said no.
And what are you doing with that?
And then I tell him no, you can't hit me, and I do put him in the porch.
You put him in there?
For 3 minutes. Instead of the naughty step, we put him in the porch.
And is it working or not?
To tell you the truth, he can be in there like 6 to 7 times a day.
Well, someone somewhere's reported them. They don't just turn up. Do you know what I mean? You can't become a perfect parent by reading one of these books that these health visitors hand you and stuff. Half these health visitors haven't got kids themselves anyway. Oh, shit. The doctors.
I think that went all right though, went it, with her?
Yeah, not too bad.
But didn't it feel like she was trying to tell you, like, you're not doing a good enough job with the behaviour bit with him?
Yeah, especially when we told her about the porch.
Did you see her?
Sat here when...
She looked devastated.
Penny for the poor. Penny for the poor.
After seeing Mark and Becky in action, the health visitors have suggested they take parenting classes.
May I borrow your laptop, please, there?
For?
Parenting classes.
So you're going to use my laptop inside your house?
Right, the one to do it on the sofa. Or we could come and sit on your doorstep.
No, you're all right.
Well, yeah, Callum can terrorise you.
Fuck off.
Being really careful. Don't want to drop it.
You just go on to parenting classes by Winston Green.
Winston Green. HM Prison. I'll put in hand.
No, just put hands on.
Becky, get that off.
Sorry.
Sam's still doing her best to spend her benefits on food rather than drugs.
No way, 75.
And she's still hoping to see her son.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Veronica, it's Sam. You all right? How's Tyrell? Is he? Is it still possible for us to meet up and have a chat, please?
I'll have to check with her to see what I'm doing because at the moment I'm doing something else.
But it's nice to speak to you anyway. How are you? She just put the phone down. The last time I had him, I ended up getting arrested. So, because I had him for the weekend, and I went out, and while I was out, I ended up getting arrested. I had my son in my care, and I ended up going to jail for breaching probation.
Kids learn a lot about life from the grown-ups of James Turner Street. Today, Fungi is entertaining his drinking buddies. And it clashes with an important day for Mark and Becky.
Becky, he wants you to do it.
No, he has to learn. Daddy's dressing him.
Becky, it seriously is not working.
They're expecting their first visit from a Sure Start advisor who's here to help them cope with their kids.
I know she's here for your behaviours, but could you try and be best behaved?
So we've got in there, yeah? Battered him with a chair leg, and then he's come out onto the street. It was pitch black. He had no lights in his house either. And then as he was standing underneath the street light, he's got a knife, about that big proper kitchen knife. Then looked at me arm. He stabbed me, you bastard. Is this what I've seen on the news?
Should we go inside? Is that okay?
I take it to heart, man. Look at this scar here. Got stabbed there, yeah, straight from my lung. Nearly died, mate.
Do you generally kind of sit outside with the children? And...
Not with them all the time, no.
Okay, sometimes exposing children to that type of environment does influence them as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one's crap. That one's great. Yeah, fuck off, you mock shit.
So, because he's 4 now, we do want to get him off the dummy. What do you think?
We have been, like,
yeah.
Just recently, we're only trying to get him onto it, only on a night, if it can be helped. I mean, like, when he's playing outside with his friends, depending on, like, the friends he's playing with.
So he goes and plays outside with the children?
Oh, yeah. Like, he has everyone on the street, you know.
Okay. Because obviously with children's behaviour, there's a cause of behaviour. There's always a trigger, isn't there? And that's what we have to look at. What is the cause? And it could be the family environment. It could be the outside environment. His peers, like we said, he's got friends that are older. What I can do is come to the house, observe Callum. You know, you parenting Callum, and then we can start making a plan together as a team. Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Fucking Blue Army. You blue. You like. You fucking dynamite. Yeah, I do.
White D's son Gerard has spent the whole 5 years of his life on James Turner Street.
I think he's more streetwise than his sister, and that's scary.
No links and things like that.
Yeah.
You do, you spray that, and you put your light underneath it.
He knows way too much for a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? And that's just from being riding up and down the road on his bike.
I don't give a fuck. I've got to see my kids as well, and you've done that to me.
How often do you see
Look
your
at that.
kids?
I'm seeing them later.
Well, how often do you see your kids?
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it fucking does. Don't even go there, Chad.
He'll know what a cigarette is. He knows what a spliff is. He's gone from, like, calling it broccoli. He used to think it was broccoli at first.
Yeah, I can stroke that, man. You smoke it, blood.
All right, man. Twos, yeah.
What, you think you're going to get twos off me now?
I have thought, what is there for him? Is it destined that he'll just grow up and he'll be part of a gang? Because that's society, isn't it?
Come on, then.
Basically, I didn't realise that rent had got fallen behind because the estate agents didn't notify me until, obviously, the arrears built up to the amount they've got to now.
6 months ago, Mark and Becky had a temporary split, and it caused a problem with their housing benefit.
Martin, I make a note of 895.
895.
Oh, sorry, £845.
845.
And 95 pence. And just remember for the year.
180.
Yeah, 845. We pay £500 per cabinet a month.
They owe the landlord over £3,000, but their income for the whole family is only £255 per week.
No, he's a full-time dad as well. We're just a bit worried about being evicted as well.
New benefit rules are having a big impact on the street. White D's employment support allowance has been frozen.
Timing's absolutely shit. I've got 2 fucking school uniforms to buy now in what? When they go back 3rd of August? I personally think it's all to do with stats, because I'm officially classed as...
Old age
not,
pensioner?
you know, not claiming now, am I?
Why? Are you an old age pensioner?
No, I'm not an old age pensioner. I'm just fucking skint. Nothing to do with fucking age.
Do
you want another smack? Because you had a smack last night.
Caitlin done it.
Dee's neighbour Titch can't find a job and is thinking of starting his own business, collecting scrap.
These women, they're breed to make money from the government.
Yeah.
They want to breed because they know they get a house. In Africa, if you don't work, you don't eat. But here, men, they sleep, look after the kids. The country is not going to be afford to pay for everybody. We have to work.
Today, the church at the end of the road is running a job club.
Come on before they start, and you miss all the introductions.
Is there any introduction?
There is.
No, there's not.
There is. Come on. It's about you supporting your family.
Listen, thousands and
Conversation
thousands of people
done.
getting laid off work. What Trent's for got off going into a job. He sees my CV, not many qualifications. He sees the next man's with, like, a load list degrees, education, everything. Who's going to be more interesting?
Yeah, it's for us, Mark, and you have to show the kids that you want to provide for them.
Ah, cheer up, Becky. Like the man said, Jake, if your head's down, then you got to always keep your head high. No matter what life brings to you, no matter what life throws at you, you've got to keep your head high.
Present yourself well, won't you?
Maths, English, science.
M-A-T-H-S.
Where do I write that?
It's in the right place.
Mark's only had a few unpaid jobs since he left school 4 years ago, so he's starting his CV from scratch.
Tap, tap, tap. Yeah. And you're saying the other one is BTEC, yeah?
Yeah, BTEC.
Right, BTEC. In caps. What else? Quick.
I tried to see.
Your fingers. Get what's in here on your fingers.
Football.
Okay, leave this section for now, yeah? Have you done any other kind of anything?
No.
Never?
Never.
So what you've been doing with your time since 2008, that's what, if you went for an interview, that's what they're going to ask you, you know, what have you been doing with your time?
Just looking for work and...
Just like me?
Yeah, just looking.
Did you know I'm not working as well? I'm a volunteer.
Nah.
I'm not working. I'm looking for work as well.
Wow.
Okay. This is the bare bones on a CV.
Yeah.
You need to put some meat on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking telling you, I've never met no one like Mark in all my fucking life. He's great. And I love him to bits now, Becca. I'm not gonna lie, but I told him when I first met him, fuck's sake, you got 2 kids, you're fucking young, you get me? So on the other hand, you've got to give yourself credit, you get me? Car, you get couples out there that can't manage 2 kids, bet you get me? And like, you're young and you're doing it, so like, give yourself credit. If you can get a job and better yourself, fair play, but you can't be stressing yourselves out and you got kids in it, like, why the kids are still young? I say you claim your fucking benefits, that's what I fucking say. When the kids get a bit older, then you look for work.
Bare bones, have a seabed.
But your date of birth's not on here.
No, he's going to add it all.
Interests. I enjoy playing football, walking, swimming and social losing with my friends and family. I think it's supposed to be socialising, isn't it?
Started something new though, Dave.
Yeah, I agree.
I've got to start doing something.
I
Let's do
agree.
my head in now.
God bless him. Small things, eh?
Guess what Daddy got on? You're not gonna know what it is. You know what that is? When Daddy's finished, be able to go out and work. That what you want? Daddy go and work.
Not taking that in the house because there's one thing you always keep on doing, both of you, putting it on the floor and just leaving it to melt. But you're doing it sneakily that I can't even see where you're putting it, so no ice lolly in the house.
Even with help from the church, Mark hasn't found a job. And with the red letters piling up, Becky has had enough.
I'm gonna go mad on him because he doesn't do hardly anything and he just thinks everything's a joke.
So have I done then, Becky?
What haven't you done?
Becky, you can't keep treating me like a dickhead.
A dickhead, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, Becky, you just need to grow up.
Well, I think you should go find a job
Mommy,
instead of sitting at home.
What is the point of love? What is the meaning of love? What is the deep meaning of love?
I don't know, you tell me.
You tell me.
You're
Becky.
hungry, what do you want? Okay.
Becky.
What?
Shut your fucking mouth, shouting.
You know what, go fuck yourself, don't talk to me.
Is there any point?
Don't talk to me.
Is there any point?
Do not talk
Is there any point?
to me.
Is there any point?
Don't talk to me.
Is there any point?
Bastards, cut me off.
What are you trying to do?
A fucking prescription.
What for?
For tablets.
What are the tablets for?
For me to take. Antidepressants. Not many people know I'm on tablets, you know, fucking happy pills. That's probably why I'm happy. I ain't happy if I don't take them. What do you want? You can't go toilet. There's no ball in the bathroom, Gerard. You left it out on the road, so someone's probably stolen it. A shower.
Mum, calm down. The doctor said no stressing.
Like you says to me, whatever. I'm going to the shop and I don't want to advertise my phone because I don't want to get mugged. I don't want to get mugged, so I'm cutting off my phone because I'm by Foundry. Let me turn my phone off.
Can't stand the bullshit no longer. Are you serious? I'm leaving. Probably sleep at my mate's house some.
Stuff will be on the doorstep.
My stuff's on doorstep and watch. Becky.
Whatever.
I've just been thinking about everything since I've been sitting out here, thinking how I want my life to plan out and what else can I do to make it better. But no answers yet. I just feel like pissing off sometimes, but I don't. I stick around because the kids and Becky. Love is just like a flower. The flower grows and grows. You get the bud, then you get the petals, and at the end, all falls off and dies. I think half our petals are falling off. It'll be like another flower. If we can sort everything out, it'll be like a new flower growing back. But if we can't, then it's just gonna die, really. I like doing skids as well, so I might do a little performance.
Can't fucking smoke when I'm asleep. G, come here.
Oh my day.
G. G. One more.
Mum of the street, White D, has had the ESA benefits she receives for her depression frozen.
That wasn't proper.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
And the family are now £106 a week worse off.
You're part of my problem. You kids.
Okay.
Stress me out.
Okay.
Mark's finally got a job for an agency that gets people to donate to charity. He's on 100% commission, so it all relies on the success of his sales pitch.
Hi there, I'm not as bad as I look. We look after all your local diabetes.
Pardon?
We look after all your local diabetes in the community.
Yeah.
What we need to try and do, we need to try and raise £1 million. But don't worry, I couldn't say your house or your car or nothing like that.
I'm not donating now.
Hi there, don't look as bad as I am. This is just a call back from earlier.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, don't do anything at all.
Thank you very much. Do you know anyone who's diabetes? You're very lucky. Touch wood, I hope it stays that way. What we're trying to do, we're trying to raise £1 million. But don't worry, I'm not selling your house or nothing like that.
Self-employed, I've got no work whatsoever.
OK, then.
Sausage?
I'm not buying sausage.
Mummy and sweet.
And sweets, OK.
With the promise of a wage coming into the street, Becky can buy food.
No, Callum!
Without Mark, she has Callum and Casey to herself.
Now, do you want to go in there? Are you going to behave? Or I take you in there? So when you're round the corner from home, come away from the road. That's where Daddy goes. And look, there's another man coming up on his bike. At this moment in time, him working hasn't really sunk in. Just hasn't really sunk in.
Mark's job is yet to earn him a penny, and it's almost 10 o'clock by the time he gets home.
He's asleep. Very quiet. Casey's awake.
Quiet, Cobra.
Do you mean
what you fucking cooked one?
I put time and effort into that.
Don't know. Watch, don't get down my shirt.
Come on.
With or without work, there are always appointments that need to be kept.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. See you later.
Before travelling.
Methadone, yeah. Cheers, mate.
But on the street, rush hour begins when the school day ends.
Got anything you want to say? No. It was an accident. He was playing with a rock near a window.
Dee's already down over £100 a week, and fixing the window will eat into what's left.
You've been home, what, an hour? You've caught his fingers in the door.
That weren't my fault.
You've thrown a strop. He's broke a window in an hour.
We have to be so calm tonight with him.
Just see how.
Oh, that looks really relaxing, actually.
Let me just go and get him a teddy.
No, let him choose a teddy.
Cow?
No, he's eating.
Oh, nothing's all right.
Mark still hasn't earned a penny from his job, but Becky's been working on Callum, and she's determined to get him to bed on time.
Not that one. He don't like that one, because it's funny fur, but this one's soft.
Run, Nana, give kiss. Run, Nana, baby. Do you want to move over a little bit?
He doesn't need anything or want anything. Leave him now.
You're a fucking big mouth. You're a big mouth.
Listen.
I said about the phone, just lying down.
Listen, have you not realised something? Because I just learnt that Casey's following Callum's negative behaviour. So we just have to ignore it as well at the moment.
I get tired, the face,
Callum,
really.
just say good night to Casey.
No.
No, not to... I don't want him to know we're listening. Callum, just say good night to Casey. Don't reply.
Where's your bike?
Up there.
Up where?
Anywhere.
No, it isn't. I can't see it.
Gerard was playing out on his bike, but he's come home on foot.
Where is your bike? Get in the house.
The bike was a birthday present, and now it's missing.
Where's your bike? Answer me the question.
Mum, I've Grandpa.
Did you take your bike out today? You're going to get into more trouble for not answering my question. Go find it. It fucking pisses me off when he doesn't answer the fucking question.
Got it. You left out the park.
Stupid idiot, you're grounded.
The doctor said that she's really not well. Like, Mum's gonna need a bit of time to herself. But I know she's gonna get better because the doctor did say she's gonna get worse before she gets better. But I don't know what that means. But even though it might take a long time, I know she's gonna get better.
We're gonna lie down now.
And we're gonna count sheep.
1 sheep.
2 sheep. 3 sheep. 4 sheep.
I'm not going to sleep.
I love how quiet it is. High five.
Becky made me a pizza.
Excuse me. It ain't that bad. People in Africa would pay me for that kind of food. You still eat it. I'm gonna admit it.
Do you want a Happy Meal?
Yeah. Successful night.
I thought you said sexful night. Successful.
Yeah.
Say it.
So what?
Perfection isn't all flipping, gleaming white and this, that and the other.
Gerard, 1 king, 2 king, 3 king.
4 king.
Perfection is seeing your kids happy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Casey.
Social services have died off, and I don't want them to really be involved any day soon.
Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip!
Hello!
Hooray!
We've been through so much. If we can get through all that, we can get through anything.
What's happened to your job then, Mark?
I just quit it.
How much did you earn?
Fuck all.
Didn't earn a penny.
It was just a fucking nightmare. I'll give you contact details.
I don't be stupid. I can't work when I'm too old, man. I'm an alcoholic. Bloody drug addict.
You really just want to get a job?
Yes.
And be completely different to the rest of the world?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
I don't want to be broke and look broke or look poor.
Take out. I just don't want my kids to have the life that I had. 299, please.
I'm not going to say I'm too old to have dreams, because I'm not too old to have dreams.
Must be the unluckiest guy on the planet.
I've had enough. I'd like to know what it's like not to be normal. But I want to get to know my kids.
Fun guy, you're going to meet your son in a few minutes.
Support for the issues raised can be found at channel4.com/support. Coming up, the weight may have gone, but for some this leaves a new problem. My baggy body meets those desperate to shed their extra skin.